Hello everyone, my name is Jim Shear. I'm the author of the book Jazz Basics, and I created the curriculum for all of the jazz appreciation courses, which are now numbered MUSC 1110. State of New Mexico did that. We had nothing to do with it. But they're jazz music appreciation classes, and they are built for non-majors to explore new music. I'm making this video for fully online versions of the course. You may be taking a 5-week summer course, an 8-week NMSU O course, or a main campus course that's a mini semester 8-week, or you may be doing the full 16-week course. No matter what, they all work the same way. We use the same template. They just go a lot faster if you're doing it 5 or 8 weeks as compared to the full 16-week semester. You're going to see Canvas just like normal. If you've never done Canvas before, get yourself a Canvas account, find the dashboard, find the class that you want to work on, click on it, open it up. And for our class, you're going to see this. You're going to see a home, announcements, a class syllabus, modules, lots of get started information. I have 2 announcements that I keep posted all the time because they're the 2 most important things in the class. The first one, of course, is the welcome, and you need access to the book. For the online classes, we encourage the use of the eBook, but you don't have to do that. If you want to get a print version of the book and work through that, that's perfectly fine too. If you buy the print version of the book, you're going to automatically have access to the ebook. It costs a little more, but you get both versions that way. So it's totally up to you how you choose to access the material, but you've got to have access to the workbook, Jazz Basics, everything around the class is built through it. And you have to go through the Kendall Hunt Publishing Company. So just click on the link. If you want to buy direct access from Kendall Hunt for the ebook, click here to purchase. Follow their information, log on, get yourself set up with an account. If you buy the print version of the book, you'll have an access code. The first time you come on here, you put that in. Either way, once you've gained access to the GRT website, which is Great Rivers Technology, that's Kendall Hunt's online stuff, you'll get a login like this. You'll click login, and you'll be signing on, and you'll be doing all your research on here. All your work for NMSU is back on the main Canvas homepage. The only thing we do on the Kendall Hunt website is access the music, access the listening, access the reading. We do all our other stuff in Canvas. Other universities use this book and they do different things. I'll show you around that as we get to it. I'm not going to log in here because it gets kind of confusing, but you'll get, once you log in, you'll get a pull down code that kind of looks like this. Mine is quite convoluted, so I made a screenshot of what yours should look like. I'm building this for summer 2022, but we're going to be using this for semesters to come. So you'll get a pull down menu that looks like this. Just make sure you pull down, find your proper section. It'll be listed with the time of the year, spring, summer, fall, whatever it is, the course number, and then the CRN will always be there as well, and usually we'll have your professor's name associated with too. It's really important that you pull down in that menu and select the correct class. We need to have you in that right class so we know who you are, where you are. And once you've logged on, the first thing you'll see is a welcome. And you only have to do this once, but I certify that I've read the syllabus. I agree. I won't cheat. I'm not breaking lectures. This is all for copyright issues. It's very important that we all have legal access to the music. We're using Spotify to do that because most everybody already has a Spotify account. If you don't, get yourself one, set it up. You have many options for how to set up Spotify, from a free account to pay a little bit to pay more, and you get more access and you have to deal with less advertising. Totally up to you how you set it up. But I recommend getting this, pay the money, avoid the ads. That's my personal recommendation. Anyway, you fill all of this out, I acknowledge, you hit submit. That gives you access to everything, and we can't grade anything in Canvas until you've done this. So it's really critical that you get that done first. Once you've done that, this is the link you're going to want most of the time. It's access to the ebook. You can navigate here. You can navigate down through the chapters. I'll just do chapter 4 because it's a fun one. We have a menu over here on the right hand side. You can click on these links and navigate through the chapter that way, or of course you can just scroll through. Anything that can be an active link is. And again, we use Spotify for the listening. So this is a listening guide, for example, for a tune called Happy Feet. And here's the Spotify link. You simply click on it and it starts to play. If you look up here, you'll see that there's a running time code. This time code coincides exactly with the information in the listening guide. So what I've done here is I've written a blow-by-blow of exactly what's happening in the music and what you need to be listening for. You can just follow along. Again, you can use these right-hand things to navigate, or you can go through. Anything that is a dig deeper. In the print book, of course, it just says dig deeper, and you have to type it in, look it up. If it's in the ebook, you just click on it, and it magically opens up and takes you to wherever the link takes you. This is just a book about that guy, Paul Whiteman, and Louis Armstrong. Pretty interesting book, actually. And the whole chapter's set up like that. At the end of every chapter is a study guide. You can scroll through, or you can just click on the link. Most of your chapter homeworks back in the Canvas domain are going to ask you to take a look at these essay questions. Don't answer them here. Read them here. You're going to answer them in Canvas. We just keep everything in Canvas for the grading at NMSU. It's just easier. Like I say, different colleges do different things. And so the way they use this book, we have chapter activities, we have a glossary, there's a grade book here for them. There's a lot of different things you can do here. We don't use those at NMSU because we use them all. They're all in Canvas. We keep it all in Canvas at NMSU. Other colleges do different things. So you can use this glossary. It's very useful. Chapter activities are a different version of what we're going to do in Canvas, but you can look at them here, of course. Help yourself. It's a great website. But other than the ebook and the listening, we do everything back on Canvas. The other announcement that is posted here is one that you'll refer to a lot, and it's how to do the audio and video reviews. And I'll show you those in the homework in a minute. But I've given you a sample here. And so basically you go by minute as you're watching various videos. You're talking about the music, minute 1, minute 2, minute 3. Or you can break it up and use time codes and just use 00 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds. I don't care how you lay it out. It's whatever's more convenient for you. It's whatever feels good. But that's what we're looking for, and this is the kind of material we want to see from you as you're turning in your homework. Class syllabus is here, of course. It's summer as I'm building this, and so I'm actually going to be on the road some, so I'll be teaching remotely. So Zoom is going to be the best way to do office meetings. If somebody needs an office meeting, of course you can leave a voicemail on my campus phone as well. I will get back to you within 24 hours during the week, 72 hours on the weekend. But Zoom is going to be the best thing for office meeting. Again, another way of reminding you, hey, we've got to get the book. Here's all the stuff about how to get the book. This is a 5-week course that I'm teaching. Again, you could be taking an 8-week course or 16-week course. It's going to work the same way. The entire thing is set up to navigate through modules. So that's what you do. Start right at the top. Read me first. Guess what you should do? You should probably read that first. This is the Getting Started overview. Welcome, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and then there's a whole navigation. You can always navigate through these links, or you can navigate through next. Just keep clicking next. Tells you what's going to happen and when. Next. Here's the video that I'm shooting right now. It's going to go right there, and I'll send it out as an email as well. And just a little stuff about me. There's my lovely wife and me at the White Sands for an album we did a couple years ago. There's a little video about me if you want to know more about me as your author or if I'm teaching your class. Information about me and course navigation. If you've never done Canvas before, lots of good information here. Click next. Takes you to the introduction discussion. And then we start blasting through the modules. This course is broken up, as I say, into 5, 8, or 16-week versions. But no matter what, we use the same basic module overview. So every chapter has a video introduction. And that's just kind of like this, me talking and telling you stuff. And then homework. Read these carefully. They're similar, but they're all different. They all ask slightly different things. And so it's critical that you read with care all of the information, what we want you to do. But basically, you're going to answer some of the study guide questions. You're going to write some essay, thought-provoking essays. It just depends on what the thing is. The first one especially refers to this active listening podcast, which you're going to spend some time listening to. And then there are videos. Every one of them has video work that you're going to do. You're going to listen to, you're going to pick 4 or 5 of 8 or 9 listed videos. It's up to you which ones you choose to write about. Watch them all. They're all fantastic. But you're going to, minute by minute, give me, hey, here's what's happening here. You're going to use your active listening skills. As you study all of this, you'll start to understand what we're looking for. You're going to create it all into docx, or save it as a PDF. And everyone, listen carefully, everyone has a last part of the assignment. So after you've gone through all of these videos, We ask you to find one of your own, something you like, something that represents the same stuff that you go and discover on your own. Because that's the whole point of the class, is you being able to finish this class and go discover music on your own. So every one of them will do that. Upload it, I'll grade it, you'll get comments, you'll get a grade. Each chapter also has an active listening exercise. These have some true, false, multiple choice, various matching. The computer grades those automatically. You'll see those quickly, but there also is written narrative in each one of these. And again, they're all similar. Each one's a little different. Read all the instructions with care. Same thing, you're going to submit that right there in the Canvas domain. Each chapter has a quiz. These quizzes are essentially built to be directed reading. There's no way we can stop people from using the book when we're teaching online, so we don't even try. We don't want to. We want you to know the material. We want you to be comfortable with it, but feel free to treat these as open book tests. The tests only happen once. You only get one chance, so don't start until you're absolutely ready, because no do-overs. And it is a timed test, so it's happening pretty quick. But if you've read the book, if you've studied the material, you'll be able to get through these quizzes absolutely no problem. The due dates are clearly posted. Once the quiz is submitted, you'll be able to see the correct answers, check your work, see what you did wrong. Then you click Next again. It will always take you to this page at the end of a chapter or exercise once you've done all the chapter stuff. It's more dig deepers. This is for you. This is not assignments for the class. This is for you. This is for you to discover extra stuff. Hey, if you want to learn more about music theory, we don't teach it in these classes. But musictheory.net is fantastic. How music works, the blues scale, just more things you might want to learn about music. You can also just skip over it. It doesn't apply to the class. It's just there for you. That moves you into the next module, and you're into chapters 2 and 3. And you'll go through the same exercises. There's a little lecture. Then you go through the homework material. Again, read it with great care. Lots of information here. Posted videos here. Then you're going to pick one of your own. Do it in a docx. Upload the file. I grade it. The chapter has active listening. Again, there's some quiz, there's some true false, there's some multiple choice. Don't get confused here. We have this active listening podcast published for the first few. That assignment only applies to chapter 1. It's just here for you in the rest of the chapters. You don't have to do it again. There's no extra assignment. It is the same recording over and over again. That's just for your reference to help you remember what you're doing. And that's it. You just plow through the modules, discover the material, listen to some great music. Ultimately, this class is about discovery, listening to great music, finding some stuff you've never heard before. As I've written elsewhere in the materials for this class, you're going to hear some new music that you've never heard before. You're going to find some stuff you really like. You're going to find some stuff you don't care for, too. I'll give you a little hint. Some of it I'm not that crazy about either, but historically it's important. We need to talk about it because what that did leads to what this did, leads to what this did. That's the joy of the class. That's more than enough information to get you started. Get the book first. Make sure you understand how to navigate through the course. And you're on your own. There are marked deadlines. You have to meet those deadlines. They're usually once a week, once every other week in the longer classes, 2 or 3 a week in the 5-week classes. So it just depends on which course you're taking. But as long as you meet those very generous deadlines, you'll do great. Go discover jazz. Be a jazz fan. The world needs more jazz fans. Thanks for taking the class.